a swizzle stick, a lele stick, or another piece of bar equipment to end up in your drawer. Welcome to Smuggle My Cove, episode 2. We are going to be making all of the swizzles from the Smuggler's Cove. Not to be clickbaity, but the 5th and final swizzle is the one I am most excited for. Let's get to making these swizzles.
Excuse me.
Yes?
What is a swizzle?
Great question. So a swizzle is defined by the technique of building the drink rather than the ingredients in said drink. You're going to use a Tom Collins or a highball glass, or really your favorite tall, bigger glass. You're going to throw all of your ingredients into it, fill it up 75% of the way with crushed ice, and, like so, swizzle the swizzle. It is basically blending up your drink inside of your glass with crushed ice. That's the technique and what makes a swizzle a swizzle. As you can see, my swizzle stick is made of metal. Traditionally, they are made of wood from a swizzle stick tree. It has a very long, hard, complex name that I am not going to pronounce today, but here's a picture of it. A bar spoon or a bar whisk will work in a pinch if you need it to, but the Smuggler's Cove highly recommends the swizzle stick. First swizzle in the Smuggler's Cove book is the 27 Swizzle. Luckily, it's relatively simple to build. It's going to be half an ounce of honey syrup, half an ounce of Demerara syrup, half an ounce of lime juice, in my case super lime juice, a quarter ounce of Allspice Dram, and then we're going to hit it with 1 ounce of the Overproof black rum.
Oh, it smells good from over here.
And we're going to hit it with 1 ounce of Bacardi 8-year column still rum.
Amazing.
Lastly, we're going to hit it with a couple dashes of Herbstura, which is a 1-to-1 mix of Herbsaint and Angostura Bitters. All right, now we got it in the glass. Like I said, all we got to do, fill it 75% with crushed ice.
And 25% of the ice on your table.
And we're going to swizzle it. Fill it up the rest of the way with crushed ice. Hit it with a mint sprig, throw a straw in here, there you are, the 27 Swizzle. Let's give it a try. That's really good. That's delicious. Wow.
Yo quiero.
You wanna come try it?
This is very good. I feel like swizzles are kind of misleading because there's so many ingredients, but that actually wasn't as complicated as it seemed.
It's different though. It's hard to do tasting notes on this, to be honest.
It is a little difficult to do tasting notes. Here, let me try it again. It's so balanced.
It's so balanced. It's kind of perfect.
It's perfectly refreshing, balanced, and it essentially kind of just tastes like brown sugar.
Kinda. I get a lot of brown sugar in there. That's probably because of the Demerara syrup and then the Overproof black rum.
There's 2 kinds of rum in it, but it doesn't taste like rum. It tastes like refreshing brown sugar.
You can take this from me now.
Can I drink it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can.
All right, so that was the 27 Swizzle. Absolutely delicious. Definitely make that guy. We will be comparing each one as we go to the last. The next one we're going to be making is the Chartreuse Swizzle. But before we get into that, please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. It really helps out the channel. We're gonna grab our Tom Collins glass again. We're gonna start with the John D. Taylor Velvet Falernum. Just a half ounce, 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice. 1 ounce of pineapple juice. It is in a can, sue me. Tell me someone that's juicing a pineapple. Give me their number so I can buy it. And then 1.5 ounces of green chartreuse. A super simple green chartreuse swizzle. Just 4 ingredients. Fill it up with crushed ice. 75% of the way, just like before. Swizzle it up. Fill it up the rest of the way with your crushed ice. Same thing as before. We're gonna hit it with a mint sprig. And there you go, the green chartreuse swizzle. Let's give it a try. I will say, I did just have this last night and it was delicious.
Can I try?
Of course, absolutely, come over here. It is extremely good. It's very chartreuse forward. It's, even though the pineapple is there, now it's pineapple, chartreuse very much comes through. It's a very unique flavor. It took me months to find green chartreuse. I had it in my Safari browser on my phone from the liquor stores near me, and I would just refresh it every single day. It's also really good with yellow chartreuse.
They're very interesting flavors, chartreuse. So it also took a few tries for us to find a beverage in which it tasted good and
That's
not incredibly overpowering.
Chartreuse is different than anything else. It's a very unique flavor profile. So it's going to be different than any other swizzle we make. That being said, I do like the 27 Swizzle, to be honest, better, but this is extremely nice. It's almost elegant, to be honest. Chartreuse as a whole is, in my mind, a very elegant thing. It's delicate.
It's very luxurious.
It is. So the green Chartreuse Swizzle is absolutely delicious. We're on to Swizzle number 3, the Swizzle Francais.
Francais.
We're 2 Swizzles in, I'm feeling good. We're on to Swizzle number 3, the fruit. I'm feeling like we need to make Swizzle 3, and we are going to make Swizzle Francois.
Francais.
Continue with Swizzle number 3, Swizzle Francais. There you go. Are you happy? It's going to be just as easy as the last. It's only 4 ingredients. Starting with lime juice, we're going to do half an ounce, a quarter ounce of Allspice Dram, and 2 ounces of rum agricole. In my case, I'm using Diplomatico because it is a blend of rums that includes rum agricole. And I don't have just straight rum agricole, to be honest. And I have 50 bottles of rum.
50 bottles of rum on the wall.
Now that all the ingredients are in the glass, same thing as before, 75% of the way with ice, and then give it a good swizzle. Fill it up the rest of the way with our crushed ice, garnish it with mint, and we're gonna hit it with a straw. There we go, the Swizzle Francais. I still don't know if it beats the 27 Swizzle, but that's really, really good. Wanna try?
I don't know what I was expecting.
It is like a daiquiri in a Tom Collins glass with a little bit of allspice Dram. It's literally pretty much what it is.
I like this.
It's good.
I like the other 2 more.
I agree. I think this is, not that it's bad by any means. It is on the bottom of the list. I do think it is 27 Swizzle, green Chartreuse Swizzle, and then this guy. All right, so now let's move on. Swizzle number 4, the Kaiteur Swizzle, or however you say it. I don't know, to be honest, but let's build it. Another Swizzle, another Collins glass. We're gonna start with the maple syrup. We need half an ounce of grade A maple syrup. We're gonna need 3/4 of an ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of John D. Taylor Velvet Falernum, 2 ounces of a Guyana blended rum. In our case, we're using a El Dorado 15-year. And strangely enough, we're filling it with ice.
And instead of 75%, it's 3/4 of the way.
We're gonna hit the rest of it with some ice on top. I forgot the bitters. We're gonna put them in now. That'll work. Dang it! We're gonna swizzle it again. All right. Now that we have the bitters in it, let's give it a try. The Kaiteur Swizzle, or however you say it. Honestly, that's really good. With the bitters add a lot to it. I can taste the maple syrup in it. It is a little bit more spirit forward than the other Swizzles, but not in a bad way. I get the John D. Velvet Falernum, that works really well with the maple syrup. That's extremely good. Extremely good. Come on, try it. I think that's my number 2. I still think the 27 Swizzle is number 1. 100%. 27 Swizzle number 1. That's really, really good though.
I like this one a lot.
Yeah.
It's very good. I think I still like the 27 Swizzle and the Chartreuse Swizzle
More than that one?
more. But it might just be because of the mood I'm in. The only one
That's
that
true.
I know definitively is
That makes
the
sense.
Francais.
Francais.
That one is the one that I like the least.
The least. I agree.
In comparison. It's still
100%.
very tasty, but in comparison.
100%. So for me, it's 27. This one, Chartreuse Francais.
Wild.
For you, it's a little bit different.
It's like all of them at number 1. And then the Francais one.
Yeah, I agree.
Kinda.
I agree.
Or the top 2, and then this one, and then those. And then the Francais, the Swizzle Francais.
I agree. So far for me, this is my number 2. Right below the 27 Swizzle. I think it's just a little bit better than the green Chartreuse Swizzle, but that is delightful. Give it a try. On to number 5. The one I am the most excited for, to be honest, the Queen Parks Swizzle. We have one more Collins glass for the last drink. It's almost like I planned it. So what's different about this Swizzle is that we're gonna start by muddling mint leaves in the bottom of our Collins glass. It calls for 4 mint leaves muddled in the bottom of your Collins glass. The amount of mint leaves are subjective. We love mint, we add a bunch of mint. I'm gonna add a little bit more mint than what it calls for. Now with the mint leaves, we gotta give it a little press. You don't wanna break them up, so just lightly press them to extract some of the oils. So now that the mint leaves are muddled, we're gonna hit it with half an ounce of lime juice, half an ounce of Demerara simple syrup, and 2 ounces of black blended rum. Lastly, we're gonna hit it with a couple dashes of Angostura Bitters. In my opinion, the first dash never counts. So with this, we do have to be careful when we're swizzling, simply because of the mint leaves at the bottom. Most of the time when I make this drink, I use a bar spoon to pull the mint leaves up and then I swizzle. In this case, I'm going to use the swizzle to pull the mint leaves up a little bit and then swizzle upwards to disperse the mint. And if you do it right, all the mint will be pretty evenly dispersed through the drink. We're gonna fill the rest of it with our crushed ice just like normal. Garnish it with a nice mint sprig as well. Yeah, there's a reason I'm the most excited for it. That's delicious. If you like mint, I did add extra mint to it, so it is pretty minty. If you like mint, I'd highly recommend adding extra mint. It's the perfect balance of sweet. I really like the use of the black rum in this because it's a deep, deep flavor and it holds up to a lot of other flavors. So the fact that I have so much mint in this thing and it's still holding up is very good. I only used half an ounce of Demerara simple syrup, but it's still sweet enough to be extremely well balanced. It's freaking delicious. You gonna try it?
Super balanced.
Super balanced.
And even though you used like 3 times of
the amount of mint,
the suggested amount of mint, it's still not overpoweringly minty.
No.
Which is, then why the heck are they only calling for 4?
I don't know.
And I guess, like you said, incredibly subjective.
It's subjective, yeah. Sometimes you want 4, sometimes you want 12. I always want 12. It'd be what it be. That being said, I think you could add 4 and the drink would still be extremely well balanced. It wouldn't minus anything from it.
It's
super
very
well balanced,
mojito-like.
extremely good.
Yeah,
It is. It's
that's
extremely
really
mojito-like.
I gotta go.
Get out of here. So this was my most anticipated out of the 5, and it did not disappoint. This is absolutely delicious. As you see, I'm almost done it. Queen Park Swizzle is going to be at the top of the list. I love the black blended rum. I love how balanced and nice and neat it is. It's extremely good. There's almost nothing better in a glass, to be honest with you, that I think. Followed by this would be the 27 Swizzle. I think it's really close. It's extremely good. I think this just beats it by a little bit. And then the Chartreuse Swizzle, the Kaiteur Swizzle, and then the Francais Swizzle, or however you say the last 2 Swizzles. If you make any of the drinks, please leave a comment down below. We would love to hear what you think about them as well. And for more bartending and butchery content, please leave a like and subscribe. And until next time, goodbye.
It's the final swizzle.
No, it's gonna end up in bloopers. And you're gonna throw and
Herbstura.
We're going to hit it with a couple dashes of Herbsaint. It's delicious. That's really good. Now that we're oh, it's a sad twig.
I got options.
Brand new whip just hopped. And we're doing compose myself. Like all the others. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah. That's a weird color.
Weird color. Come on. Isn't that crazy how clean I just flipped that muddler?
I'm so excited for the bloopers already.
It's like, I hold it like him too. I'm gonna get him.